What are you talking about? Say it again. What'd you say? Hey, what'd you say?
Are you melting?
Hey, what'd you say?
I said, do you remember those hole punchers, the 3-hole puncher that you had in your binder, and you could do like a piece of paper?
Yeah.
They're like plastic.
Yeah.
If you try to do like multiple pieces of paper, that bitch would just break. But the teachers had the good ones on their desk that you could fucking
Metal ones.
Hole punch a dog.
Yeah.
It's hot in here.
You're hot?
See, it's funny because you're always like, I'm freezing, man.
My fingertips are like ice.
You look dead.
No. My skin color?
You got low iron.
I have low iron.
Yeah. That's what most women do.
I have ADHD also.
On autism. I really think so.
I really think so.
I was going to say something before we started. I was on the verge of something.
Oh,
but
yeah?
then I went down the hole punch and fucking... All right, I'll come back to it.
Could have been something worthwhile. And it
Oh,
ended
no,
up being...
it was probably something fucking stupid.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
It was nothing of importance or worth listening to.
Okay.
It wasn't. We need our
Cheers.
coasters so we don't stain your table.
Use a physical fitness patch. Pass me one.
We just went to a
Daddy-o.
bar and they were like,
You're like, dang, dude.
you should get like 2 of these dipped. You know what I'm saying? Like that clear shit.
Yeah, so you can like actually
So you can actually like sit on one and not
have a
destroy 'em.
coaster. Cheers.
Cheers, dude. Or we could just fucking destroy them. Did you ever get the presidential physical fitness award?
Oh yeah, dude.
I feel like I didn't.
Oh yeah.
But then I'm like, was I that soft?
No, I did.
Probably.
I did.
Because you had to do pull-ups.
Yeah. What are the requirements?
Well, I
it's
don't
like
have it anymore.
I know, but it was like 10 pull-ups,
Which, dude, for a 6th grader, that's nuts.
right?
I could do 0.
Maybe it's not that many.
I couldn't do a pull-up till like 9th grade.
Maybe it's not that many. And it was sit-ups,
Push-ups, pull-ups, the mile.
mile.
It was trying to recruit for the military.
It's funny that there used to be that. Like, there should be that again. I don't see why not. I don't
You
know
can't
if
make
it has
my
to be,
fucking kids do push-ups,
they don't have to be
man.
state regulated, right? It should just be like, dude, don't you want your person to, like your young person child?
So your son's better than mine because he can do push-ups?
I mean, don't you want him to be healthy? That's all you have to do. There's some good in it that you just have to really harp on. Not the militaristic style of, attention!
No, it wasn't.
Like,
It was, but I'm saying so many people took, like, I think, offense to that, being like, oh, so my kid doesn't get a patch because he couldn't do a pull-up?
right.
It's like, shut your fucking fat ass up, bitch.
Says little Debbie cakes, dog.
Why don't you take your fucking hungry man eating ass on somewhere?
Yeah,
Get your kid some fucking broccoli so he can do a pull-up.
Kid cuisines.
Bro, if you can't do a pull-up before the, you know what I'm saying, in your fucking teens, come on.
You're never going to be able to do one.
Not even that.
I mean,
This
you
is not
could.
even that. I could not do one until 9th grade, so I'm not knocking. But I'm just saying, by 9th grade, I could do fucking 20 pull-ups.
I know you've seen that little kid. It's like 6 years old. He was like, just rip
Yeah.
10 pack.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Just like 100 pull-ups.
Dude, Mini Gronk. He just fucks whores on boats in Miami and just is ripped.
They're like, dude, aren't you 7? He's like, nah, shut up.
He's like, yeah, this dick 7 inches soft. Yeah, this one's getting fucking demonetized quick.
No.
Quick. I don't care. I don't give a I'm going to use a lot of on this one today.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, man, I was fucking... Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say on Mondays when I come over here to do the potty yachty, it's my fucking end of my work week, so I'm
Right.
always a little tired, and I'm like, I don't really feel like drinking today. I'm probably just going to hit the pod, go home, cook dinner, put the girls to bed, maybe watch a little TV and hit the bed. And then I have like a couple beers over here, and by the time I get home, I'm like, it's back to fucking... I'm not kidding. Before I come over here, I'm always like,
Yeah.
just to have like one, knock the pot out, head out. Not really feeling like, I only want like a late night. I don't
Right.
even want to drink tonight. I'm just tired.
Right.
I leave here and I'm like, I might hit the little shell on the way home, pick up a little way over. And then I fucking get 7 in. I'm just like,
Yeah, dude.
let's go, dude.
Ain't
We're
nothing
back.
like a
We're
good...
back.
Yeah, just like a
We're
little
back,
couch
baby.
sitting, too. It just takes like a little couch sitting. That's all you gotta do.
I can't couch sit.
Oh, you're just outside.
If I couch sit,
Roasting
I'm
darts.
immediately asleep.
Gotcha.
Immediately asleep. I don't care if there's 0 beers in my system or 15 in my system. It's immediate.
Nighty night.
Out cold. Like when I
Okay.
came in and you were sitting on the couch like that, I wouldn't last 10 minutes. Out cold.
You want to know something I didn't tell you?
You were out cold.
I was.
I know, I can see in your eyes.
Prior to, I was like,
I can see in your eyes. You look dead.
I had literally just awoken.
You're like, you never watched Cave People?
I was watching
People
it.
Cave?
I paused it. I was like, done for it. Yeah, it was just like that.
I know
nice
it was.
And still, about 15,
I can tell by the
20
way you were
minutes
sitting,
probably.
and you were like, you ever watch people get stuck in a Z-bend? Like, bitch, you weren't watching no people stuck in a Z-bend. You were Z-bending your fucking eyes into your head. Get out of here, dude.
Yeah, dude, caving. I was watching some people jump in some caves.
Dude, you were watching caves like this. That REM where you're like,
I told you, bro. I biked 6 miles. Like,
I
didn't
should have
plan
walked
on
in and
doing it.
screamed and like, you're like,
Nah, dude. I got a dog with me. He's like, oh.
that dog ain't
He
protected.
knows what's up,
shit.
dude. Yeah, you know what happens when he gets scared? Like, if you would have really rattled him,
He dukes.
no, he doesn't duke. He like squeezes his butt real tight
I knew it was
butthole,
gonna do
and
his
it
butt.
squirts out. He did it outside camping this weekend. I was like, damn it! Oh, my jacket!
What scared him?
Something out in the woods. I think
The fucking trees.
some walk up.
Damn.
Might have been a person.
Might have been you on the outside in. Out of body experience. And you're like, the dog's like, you're like, hey, it's just me. I'm just out here looking at it from externally.
It's kind of gross, but
Where'd you go camping?
just like a little north of Charlottesville, Shenandoah.
Was it a
Just random.
campsite? Or you were just in a field?
Yeah, it was like a random tent site that I found off this website.
Okay, so it was
random.
meant for like setting up a tent. Like,
was
did you have
there
a
was
little plot, like a little cut, like it was a little
Yeah,
set?
for the most part.
Yeah.
They had like a fire pit.
Did you have to rent it?
The fire pit had like the grill top that rotates over
Yeah.
top of that open fire pit. Real nice.
Did you have to rent it?
Yeah.
Like the spot? Mm-hmm. Was it pretty good?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, it's always nice.
How'd you
I've
find
done
that?
I've done it a number of times now. Shout out Hip Camp.
That's what I knew it was going to be like a thing.
Yeah.
Hip camp?
Yeah. It's like the Airbnb for tent sites. But like also like you can park your RV. It's like just some people have like, hey, $15, come sleep on the back field.
Jesus.
You know, but it's like
Hip.
hey, some people are like, hey, right on the river, there's everything you need.
There's water and grass.
Yep.
They're like everything you need.
Everything you need.
That's pretty cool.
Picnic table. We had some chicken and vegetables.
Just grilled it up.
Grilled it up.
In the morning, you put the skillet all over the fire. It's some
Bacon,
eggs.
eggs.
Yep.
Sausage.
And then you just, chilled out for the day? Did you go hiking or anything?
Nope. Just hung around. Walked around a little bit. I was out in the cornfield.
Nice. Did
They
Silo
had
like it?
recently cut all the corn down. They had a good
Oh.
time.
Sick. Good to get some fresh air.
So nice to be outside.
Fuck yeah.
Stars. You forget about them.
No?
Yeah, see, you live out there.
Yeah.
Some people don't. I'm just like, I was just like so mind boggled. Oh, here, dude, crazy thing was, the first night we were there was the full moon. The night of the full moon. First night we were out there. And I haven't been outside at night
In a while.
for a full moon.
Yeah.
And that shit is real. It feels like I wanted to run around outside.
Yeah, the Wolfman.
I wanted to run around outside.
Dude.
I like hoot and holler. You can see clear as day.
You literally
Clear as day.
the people in the plot next to you looked over and just saw like, and he's running around the cornfield naked. And you're like,
Yeah, dude. Werewolf,
You're like,
full moon night.
dude, fucking hip camp review.
I think there was a werewolf out there. I saw a man.
Really?
No.
Damn it.
But no, that shit is real. Like, it
The
felt
elements,
like,
bro. The night does
and
a
it
weird
felt,
thing
it felt
to
like
you.
everything was out.
Yeah.
Everything could see.
Well, the things that come out at night can see at night. Right?
Some of the things probably weren't out. They were like too bright out.
Oh.
Can't get no work done.
No, man. Can't be fucking sneaking up on anybody when the moon's out like this. Need a little bit of overcast.
Yeah, but we come out, us humans.
You came out. That boy was
like-
out there.
I was like,
He said, look, now that I'm finally out, I can finally say that I've always liked men. I'm coming out. I'm coming out, guys. Under this full moon.
out.
He's out there on the moon dancing in heels.
No, dude, it's great. And I remembered like growing up, like where we're from, when we would be out at night in full moons, you turn your car off. You
Yeah.
turn your car lights off, and you're going 55 down a back
Yeah.
road.
You can see the
and
fucking
you can
road.
completely
Yes.
see. We would do it in our 4-wheelers. We'd go out at night, just no lights.
I've
lights
done that
off.
several times with other people in the vehicle,
And they can't believe it. They can't believe it.
freak the
Isn't
fuck
it funny?
out. They're like, "We're gonna fucking die," and you're like, "No, dude, we're good."
When it's full moon,
Fire
you
crash
can
on
see.
River Road.
You can see, dude.
Yeah, dude, you can see clear as day.
It's great.
Now, I mean,
You have a shadow from the moonlight.
yeah, it's human night vision.
It's so wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good time, man.
it's
being
almost
outside.
scarier to be able to see that well at night.
Oh, yeah, it's so
Because
weird.
you're then like, yo, I can see everything, and sometimes that's a little more scarier than just not knowing what's out there.
So weird.
You're like, yo, you see that fucking thing over there? It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, shit. I definitely one time was fucked up and saw two eyes from the wood staring at me, and for like a solid 5 minutes was freaking out, and it was just like a raccoon.
Yeah, some
It
animal.
moved, and I was like, ah, no.
Some animal. Eyes. The distance. Sometimes if you see enough animals, you can tell with the eyes what kind of animal it is. Yeah, man. And I was just like, dude, can you imagine? Like, I mean, think about how many people live in New York City? Millions?
Oh, fuck yeah, million. There's a million people that live in this fucking city.
Alexa, what is the population of New York City?
According to the 2020 U.S. Census, the population of New York City is 8.8 million people.
Yeah.
8 million people. So you know, a part of those people, there are people that are born and raised in New York, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
Yeah,
else.
if you don't
They're
ever
just
know, you don't... Just,
born and raised in New
you don't
York.
know. Yeah.
Probably just for whatever means, didn't travel, didn't really get to see, maybe go to upstate New York for like a holiday,
Traveling is a
weekend
privilege.
holiday. It is.
A lot of people don't travel. I think most people don't,
Yeah.
to be honest. I really don't. I think if you take 100 people, I think 15 to 20 of them travel.
It's so ironic, too, because the experience that people do continuously over and over and over and over again in their community, in their local region,
Yeah.
it's like you just cut that in half and you can go somewhere new.
Yeah,
And
but
experience
that's the
something
thing.
different.
I think when they continuously, like, over and over and over and over in the same spot, like the next generation, I think that probably domesticates that specific, like that specific person or those genes feel on probably more. It's domestication.
Like more home. Like
it's
you are,
domestication.
yeah, your genetics are more domesticated. That's, yeah, that's
Take
like,
a wolf and over 10,000 years it becomes a fucking chihuahua in a
yeah,
apartment.
the nice one, you get rid of the ones that are aggressive and you keep breeding the
Fucking
nice
great
ones.
grandma and great grandpa settled down here in fucking Smithfield, and my
What'd they
mama and
do?
my daddy
Nothing,
live
really.
here, and I live here, and my kids
What
are
do
gonna
y'all
live
do?
here. And I think
Nothing,
every
really.
time you fucking hit the next generation and keep them in that same area, it probably ends up
Of course.
like not wanting the desire to travel because it's scary out there, dude. You know that
The unknown.
Some people. So I think a lot of people are actually terrified to travel. I want to go somewhere that I'm not familiar with. Ooh.
Yeah, that's so fun for me.
I know.
Yeah.
I agree. But a lot of people don't. Bro, motherfucker, some people don't jump in the deep end of a pool.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, let alone go to another city.
Let alone go to another country where they can't speak
Wait, so
with
I'm going to
anybody.
take the fucking chance to go to this other city where I don't know anyone or anything, and I'm going to just, like, hang out
Wander.
there for fun?
Yeah.
No, dude. Some people are like, that's fucking crazy. I'm saying that. I feel like if you take 100 people, 15 legitimately probably travel. And enjoy it. I think it's fun to get lost.
So much fun.
It's fun.
I like being in new places.
I don't want it all the time.
But then again,
I don't
dude,
always want to feel unfamiliar with my surroundings.
I just went like maybe an hour, a little over an hour
Yeah.
away from where I am. And I
course.
was in a completely different environment.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt God's country, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, West Virginia, baby.
Yeah, when you get out that Charlottesville, when you're starting to get out there, you can start seeing more and more. You get up higher and higher.
And you come around some like back road and it's just beautiful, beautiful green grass.
Mm-hmm.
And the roads are actually nice out there in the mountains. You have those real nice roads. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them are bad, but the real nice ones, there's always like one real nice one. Thick yellow lines.
Yeah.
And you got the blue mountains in the background.
Yeah, dude.
Beautiful blue sky, white clouds. It's picturesque.
Yeah, man.
Then over the sunset,
I love
everything
driving
gets
out there.
golden. Ooh. Isn't it wild? Yeah, like
yeah, I go out there
shout
probably
out
once a week.
81, just 81.
Love going out to 81
in Virginia, just up the mountains, up and down the mountains. If you just want to just see some beautiful
Skyline.
mountains, dude, yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I went out to Harrisonburg Saturday.
Yeah.
What?
Did you know that the blue hue of the Blue Ridge Mountains are only in one of 2 places in the world?
I think you told me that.
Yeah. And it has to do with some tree.
The sunlight hitting
some
the
chemical,
tree or something.
Certain type of chemical from certain type of tree.
Yeah.
Species. It's like here in the eastern U.S. and then somewhere in like Southeast Asia, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that. I didn't know. I don't know the specifics of it, but
crazy.
yeah, I mean, when you do drive out there, it's
pretty,
very pretty,
beautiful.
Especially when you're going up the mountain, and then you come down it, and then you really get out there. You're like, holy shit! Like out by JMU, it's fucking beautiful,
right?
Out there.
And those are like the rolling hills because once you get like into the mountains, and like West Virginia,
oh yeah,
it's like
really,
cutbacks, and you're like, you could like throw up. People would throw up.
It gets sketchy out there.
You're like in the mountains.
When we drive to Wisconsin, you have to go out there, and there's some parts when you go through West Virginia and Pennsylvania that you're like, fuck,
these are mountains.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge of a cliff.
Yeah. It's pretty sketchy.
And you always think, like, what if I go off the edge? Of course you do. It's a natural thing. Like,
well, then you're just a fucking bad driver. You should have been dead. Natural selection, bitch.
You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, dude, driving the truck on the mountain's wild.
Yikes.
It's like, wow.
I wouldn't do stuff like that. It's like the breakaway ramps where
Yeah,
the brakes
dude.
cut out.
Yeah, and you see them go right into the gravel.
The gravel.
It's like,
Somebody's been drinking a little too much, dude. Some truck driver had a little too much drink the last night, a little hungover.
Or the
I'm not
boy's
saying
been
he's
up.
drinking and driving.
The boy's been up.
Yeah,
he's like, just 2 more hours and I'll be there.
Just burn the brakes up, dude.
Just can't burn the brakes up, dude.
And then I can't stop.
There was a dude I worked with at my last job. He bro, he didn't fucking take the brakes off.
Like in the mountains, didn't know how to ride.
No,
the mountains.
out here like in Colonial Heights, bro. Didn't release the brakes and was driving on the interstate and fucking set the back of the trailer on fire, dog. The fucking tires just
He couldn't hear it.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I'm telling you, the doctor put him on new meds.
I'm
And
like,
he wasn't
bro,
used to
how
it.
do you not feel like so when you release the brakes, the actual tractor itself has a set of brakes and the trailer has a set of brakes.
Right.
So you have to release them both before you can move. But if you release the tractor brakes and you don't release the tractor is strong enough to drag the trailer. And I've done it before, like in the yard, but it's like, bro, it feels like someone tied a 100-pound weight to your back and you try to walk
You're like,
across.
what am I? You're like,
You can feel it and hear it. I've dragged it like 3 feet and I'm like, oh fuck, trailer, I didn't release trailer brakes. And then you're like, this bitch drove from fucking Richmond and Colonial Heights.
down the interstate.
Yeah, dude, set the fucking truck on fire. Had to pull over on the interstate. Goddamn, had the cops come out and everything. Fire department had to set the fucking...
He's like,
He's like, I didn't know I ain't released the brakes, man.
just going down the interstate 60 miles per hour.
Like, come on and fuck on me. You know what I'm gonna do? Just listen to trap music, bro. Can't even hear. Look, fucking back of the trailer's on fire. Just call me that baby. I would be doing that, lady. Yo, just dragging fucking brakes, dude. Just dragging tires. Burn it up.
That's funny.
Burn it up, bro.
Yep. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, man.
Certain things, man, it's like, I can't imagine certain just jobs that, you know, there's like aspects of them where you're like, hey, this is like the serious part of it. Like, I gotta be serious about this part. So focus up. Cause then like, you're not serious in that one part and you light the trailer on fire.
Like, for example, like what I do daily ain't hard.
Right.
It's very easy. But if you do forget like that one step or you fuck up, it's major. There's no little like, I can just change that A to a D. Like, oops.
Sorry about that.
It's like, oh,
You fucked
damn, that's $10,000.
Yeah.
There's no like minor mistake. It's either there's no mistakes or there's like 4 major things and that's it. It's like accident, mix the wrong shit, wrong account, burn the brakes up. That's all you can do wrong. That's all you can do wrong. That's it. That's it. And all it takes is that one time. Ain't supposed to be texting and driving, motherfucker texting and driving, plow right into the back of a minivan.
Oh no.
Done. That's a wrap, bro.
Oh, no.
Cut the CDL in half and just go get a job at the warehouse because you're done. You're done. That's all it takes. That's why motherfucking, like, that was like the one thing at the school when you get your license, they always are like, yo, protect it. And you're like, what? And they're like, protect it. And you're like, what the fuck does that mean? They're like, protect the license because once you lose that bitch, that's a wrap.
You never get one again.
They won't. No company will. It's insurance.
So what do you, I used to have one, and then what?
I got a DUI.
And then so after, and then you get it taken away.
Yeah.
And then
it can get reinstated, but then most companies, they're like,
you're
has your license ever been suspended or, what would be the other, fucking taken away?
Yeah.
Suspended. And you'll have to be like, yeah. And they're like, for what? And you're like, oh, I fucking burnt the brakes out and put it in the back of a van. They're like, okay, well, thank you for your time. We're going to put your application on file and we'll let you know if we need your help.
Yeah.
No, that's it. It's a wrap. It's like once you get caught with kiddie porn, you can't fucking get hired at a state job no more. You're done. That's a wrap.
Yeah, you can only live in that one place in Florida.
Did
you know this?
Kill yourself or disappear to a random island.
Did you know this?
No, I didn't.
There's like a little place in like the middle of like nowhere.
Of course, it's a
Florida,
little place. They like little people.
Florida, Georgia, but it's like a sex crime
town
where it's like someone had property and it's like a town that they give properties to these people that have sex crimes.
It's like a refuge for like
because apparently like once that happens you can't live nowhere, you can't
that's the
work
CDL
nowhere.
Thing. It's like once you do it, like that's a wrap.
Yeah, you can't live nowhere, you can't work nowhere.
They're
like no one will hire you.
You try to sleep with a 13-year-old boy? It's like, yo, you can never live nowhere or apply for a job ever again.
Yeah, and then that's when they're like, he didn't say he was a boy, he said he was a girl.
He said he was 16.
He said he was
60. 6, 7, 8, 20. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
it's a wrap.
And so the dude was like walking around.
Dude,
he like interviewed. He would like go to these places. He'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And some people would talk to him.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah." The next door neighbor girl just came over and climbed into bed with me. He's like, "It is what it is." Ruined my marriage. He's like, "Now I'm living here."
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, it is what it is."
It's like, damn, dude, your front door is unlocked.
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
It's crazy. And then the people are like, yeah, no, I was downloading some music on LimeWire, and I thought it was one thing, and next thing you know, it was this stuff. And
I don't understand how it was, but...
And then once I got that stuff on there, I kind of liked it, and so I downloaded some more. And then the cops show up.
Do you remember when Comcast would send you, like, letters in the mail being like, you illegally downloaded movies on LimeWire, and if you could do it again, we'll cut your internet off?
No.
Yeah, I remember that.
They had that. They did that.
It happened
to
the next door neighbor,
Jonathan.
Well, I wasn't going to say his name, but yeah.
Nobody knows who Jonathan is.
Okay. Yeah. When we used to go to his house because he had a fucking screaming
memes?
Oh, screaming machine with screaming memes, no flapjacks, no sticker ones, no Whisker biscuits with or without scooter stick. No, but he had a fucking dank setup, and
you were just like, yo, give me that new album real quick.
We would just go over and be like, yo, is fucking Fast and Furious 3 out? You're like, yeah, you can download it. Like, oh, fuck yeah, download that bitch and burn it. Let me take that bitch home. And then we got a letter in the mail from, like, Comcast or whoever the provider was.
Right.
And it was like, the downloading of these illegal contents and these streams have been recorded through your internet. And if you get caught doing it again, you will lose your internet and be, I guess, faced with penalties or whatever.
What was, it was like, I think it was called Pirate Bay.
That was one of them,
the big one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there was a minute there where you could
was the shit, dude. I downloaded just full
anything.
discographies of everything.
Yes.
If I had a band that I liked, I would download every song the internet had.
Yeah, I mean,
and it would be like 40 songs, and they would be like demo versions. There were like unmixed stuff with no vocals. Like it was everything.
You were just listening to guys sing raw.
No, they had like unreleased tracks that they didn't put out as music. It was like instrumental music.
Oh.
The band that I'm referencing is Seosin. Shout out Seosin.
Too.
Sick band.
You're like, dude, I love this guy's voice so much. I don't need music with it. I just like his voice.
No. It was no music. It's not just the vocals, dude. It's just. Yeah, we took out the music and just kept the vocals.
Yeah, dude. I like just vocals.
No, dude, no. It was the music.
It was just the instrumentals, man. He said, dude.
It took me a while for that to sink in. I didn't know what the fuck you were talking
I
about.
thought
But
you were like, yo, you know.
You're like, yeah, that's what I prefer, actually. I would just really like the guy.
Yeah, you just start listening to music without instrumentals. Like, you get someone hops in your car and you put on a track and they're like.
It's just like,
you're like
21.
21.
Do something for me.
Why don't you hit him with a little rich flex for me? And you're like, yo, where's the bass? And you're like, oh, it's just the voice. And you're like, huh? You get hype on this? You're like, yeah, dude, I just need the meaning. I don't need the bass.
That's like the vocals, man.
Oh, man, come on. Dog.
That's like Drake.
Yeah.
That's how much I like Drake.
That much. That's sick. I wonder if anyone listens to music like that.
Dude, I know that, there was like this trend of people speeding up the music.
Yeah.
Listening to everything fast.
Oh, I went down that little rabbit hole for like 3 days one time. It's called something specific, but it's like 1.5 times, and I'm like, I could see if you were like on a bender for a few days, and that you need that to keep going.
21, do something for me.
It's quick. It's fucking quick. But like, I'm just also like, yo, how could you just listen to this without being like in an altered state, like just on like some crazy wild shit? Like,
Gotcha.
I could see it in that perspective, but I think if you
it was like teenagers, I think, just normal teenagers, not even high teenagers.
Listening to it, yeah. Like, this is sick, and you're like,
it's better this way.
You know, like, I guess. I mean, you ever listen to a podcast sped up? That's kind of weird.
But I've seen where you can like
you can change
1.5, 2, 2.5.
Some people listen to that bitch on like 2. Like, yo, it's an hour and a half, but I get to listen to it in 38 minutes now. So today the inflation rate is at 3.1. This was like one time when I was a kid, I took my mom to this and I tried to find this bus stop, and then when we ended up I got a ticket, and then we went into this, and then at the store the lady went on and it's like, dude, what the
no way,
yeah,
dude. I've seen it because I think I've accidentally pressed it.
You can do it on Spotify and
I would never
podcast on iTunes.
I would never.
I've tried it before, and I'm like, I can't listen to this.
No, it almost like takes away the relatability. It's like,
well, yeah, it takes away like the cadence of the story and the fucking pauses and the like, yeah. And dude, guess what happened then? Instead, it's like, dude, just get what happened then. And then all of a sudden, ladies jumped on the phone. Because when I was driving, I was like, bro, I could listen to more Joe Rogan pods if I speed it up. I did it for like 20 minutes, and I couldn't do it no more. I did it for like 20 minutes.
I've seen it, bro. You tried it?
Yeah, I tried it. And I got like 20 minutes into it, and I was like, I can't do it like this.
No, dude. I've seen it. I've accidentally pressed it.
Most people do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I swear to God, they're going to be able to like get jacked and fucking be able to protect their family. And at one point, if you start eating the AG1, the AG1 will make your body a lot healthier. And this one time I was watching Elon Musk, he was talking about fighting Mark Zuckerberg. And I was like, oh my God, my brain's going to explode, dude.
Yeah, dude, but probably... think about that's how the human brain's developing, dude.
That's like finance bros who are fucking on the grind in the city, and they're like, I have like approximately 40 minutes a day to listen to podcasts, so I have to listen on 2 times so I can actually get my 40 minutes into the finance pods.
They said also it helps to develop a cocaine habit in law school because...
But I will say, if you're probably listening to like some monotone, like factual information podcast, you probably could pull that off. Like a recap of today's Wall Street. Like if you were listening to some shit like that. It was like the NASDAQ is down 400 points and the Nasdaq is up, the SP5 is down 380 points. You probably could pull that off if you were just pulling information from that. But if you're listening to like stories or like
correct,
comedy,
it takes away the humanistic.
Yeah, you can't do that. I think if you're trying to like, or an interview type pod, but I think if you're just pulling news and maybe like information like that.
Just sounds like a damn
pharmaceutical
commercial.
Yeah, it's like Zyzans.
Side effects may include
internal bleeding, splint legs, like
butthole bleed.
But you will still love your family and grow echo counts.
Are you not happy?
People are always happy at those
it's
fucking
like,
things.
Yeah, and it always shows them like frolicking.
They're always like pushing a kid on a swing or like walking in the cleanest white shoes of all time down like a boardwalk.
I just think of frolicking, dude.
You ever thought about killing your fucking self and then just like, well, look no further. Zyzavan is here to help. Side effects may be killing your fucking self.
But hey, you were already thinking it.
But maybe you won't be a fucking loser anymore and hide in your fucking living room under that blanket for the weekend.
Look, you're probably still going to want to kill yourself.
But take a shot. You might fucking not kill yourself.
But you might not, and
you
if
might
you do
enjoy
anyways,
nature. You're back exactly where you started from. So what's the fucking loss?
Damn, dude.
People's teeth start bleeding.
No, dude, think about this. The swing, like that swing is the marketing really like because, dude, I guess parents still push their kids on swings. It's like
Yeah,
a fun
we
thing to
pushed
do.
our kids on swings.
Yeah, so it's like
Push them to fucking hell.
no, it's just like let's really tap into those parents that have the kids that they push on the swings like this.
Yeah, dude. It's just empty.
Didn't they put that person smiling and doing it, like laughing with their kids? They're like, I want that to be me.
They're like, oh, that looks so happy.
Maybe that could be me.
Meanwhile, their kids hung up in the fucking chains, it's blue, and they're just pushing a corpse. They're like, look down like, oh, fuck.
If you take too much of it,
You may teleport.
you might push your kid for too long
Little
and forget
too long.
to feed them.
Yeah. We're not going down dead kid. We did that one pod. It was like,
Yeah,
you see
it
that
always
mother
comes
that
out.
fucking killed her kids,
It
dude?
always
And I was
comes
like,
out.
yeah, we
It
should.
always comes
Let's get
out.
away from the mother killing the kids.
It always comes out.
I did see one dude. He put a weighted blanket on the baby for like 12 hours so he could play Xbox.
We thought it was like going to comfort it.
And he was like, wouldn't stop crying, so I just put a weighted blanket on it. I was like, it's fucking dead now. And that was this week's Dead Kid Report. Back to the show. This episode is sponsored by Zyzan.
Zyzan.
Don't want to kill your fucking kids? Take Zyzan.
Damn.
You think anyone really ever watches one of those commercials? Like when you see like a new Chevy Silverado or like a new workout club or a new restaurant or like the new 2 for $20 menu. You ever think anyone ever sees one of those commercials and is like, I'm going to have to ask my doctor about that. Like, does it sell anyone? Like, if you see a new
So I
car
have
commercial, you
heard-
might be like, damn, that new Camry looks sick as fuck, bro. I've always kind of liked the way they looked.
I have heard recently.
Blake Lively was driving that in that commercial. I might have to go check one out now.
You probably know because we like to listen to the same information
Yeah.
sometimes. But did you know that there are only 2 countries in the world
Yeah.
that advertise pharmaceuticals?
Yeah. It's us and it's fucking somewhere in Australia, right?
New Zealand.
Yeah. I was like, it's one of them Australian countries. Which is weird. I mean, I don't know shit about New Zealand, so I wonder why they're like, fuck it.
Right.
I know why we are, because capitalism.
Money.
But I don't know why they're like that.
Right.
I wonder what, that would be a good thing to look up. Why does New Zealand let medical companies advertise?
They're like, the United States are doing it.
Well, we're trying to fucking be like that. We might as well, copycat. Isn't Australia just full of criminals?
No, New Zealand is not Australia.
It's off of Australia.
No, it's like an island.
Off of Australia.
It's pretty much just like...
It's Hawaii.
I had mentioned it. In my head, it's like half Aborigines and half like...
You're waiting for that fucking boomerang to come back.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a lot of like people that travel to see those like Aboriginal tribes.
And they get stuck there?
No, they go to
Oh.
New Zealand. Because they're in Australia too, but...
Yeah, but isn't it just off the coast of fucking Australia? I know it's its
Yeah.
own country.
It's around that area.
Yeah, I get that. But it's in that location.
Right.
Yeah. No, I don't know
That
shit
locale.
about them, but yeah, I wonder if anyone's ever been like truly sold on a fucking prescription like that, but just by a commercial. Or advertising for other
I mean,
shit. I
clearly,
could totally
probably.
I mean, but like, what?
That's why it's working.
I don't
guess.
get it though. That's one thing I don't understand. Like, I've never saw a prescription medicine commercial and been like, yeah, maybe I should ask my doctor about fucking fluconazole.
I don't know what it is.
I don't either. I don't get it.
So, because for me, it's like, I just had this degree of questioning
Yeah.
to where I'll question things, maybe apparently more than other people. But it's like, I've never thought that, these pharmaceutical medications that they're mass producing, manufacturing to make billions of dollars is going to be the thing that really, really helps me.
Yeah.
Now, it can,
For sure.
and it has, and
sure.
probably will continue to.
Yeah.
But for the majority, especially the pain medication stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like, technically,
But that's
you could just take the pain like a
wasn't
boss.
on commercials.
You could just take the pain like a boss.
Yeah.
You could.
You could drink it away.
Yeah. I mean, you could.
Yeah, dude. It's
But-
sick.
Dude, you just take the pain. That's like when I get pain medication, I always, ever since I was a teenager, like, I stopped taking the whole ones. Now, maybe I only took half because I was like, hey, I can save some more and be able
do
to
that for everything
recreationally
now.
take some pills, right, as a young person.
You do that with everything, though.
Right, like,
Like, I could eat this tuna sandwich or I could save half. You do that with everything.
isn't that weird?
You're like, I could play this whole video game
I save it.
or I could play half.
I save it.
Like, I'm just going to save this.
Because you never know.
It'll sit in this jalapeno jar for 3.5 years, but I'm fucking get to it. I'll get back to it.
You know what I'm saying?
Half boy.
Sometimes,
I've never been prescribed painkillers, and I feel like everyone I know is like, "Oh yeah."
I had oral surgery.
I got my teeth ripped out of my head, and they're like, "Here's some Tylenol." I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!"
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get some good for once.
No, they stopped doing it after the opioid crisis.
This was like probably 3 or 4 years ago.
I always gave some good Tylenol.
They're like, "Yep, we sent you a couple pills over to CVS down the road."
Like, hey doc, it's just not working. That stuff's just not working.
God damn, they're like, it's max strength Tylenol. It's 800 milligrams a piece. And I was like, God damn it.
I'm going to need a little more than that, doc.
I'm trying to fucking kill myself, doc. Come on. Come on, dude. When you come home and babe's sitting in the bathtub waiting for you, it's just a toaster.
Oh, stop, dude.
I just feel like I've always talked to people and always, like, pretty much through interaction, everyone always is like, oh yeah, I got prescribed fucking hydros that one time, or oxys, or we know people that got
Percocet,
fucking crazy
Vicodin,
stuff, dude, Xanax, and I'm like, I've never had a prescription. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah,
other than like an antibiotic, like
yeah.
once or twice, like for an infection.
Right.
I've never been like, oh, I was prescribed fucking Strattera or fucking Zizans or fucking so that's why like it blows my mind, and that's maybe why I don't get it.
Right.
Because I feel like maybe more of the population is like, oh, I need something.
Did you ever take Adderall?
No. I mean, like...
recreationally?
Yeah, I've took it a handful of times, like, at parties and shit.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it makes you crazy. But I've never been...
Legal it's the closest thing to meth that they'll give you.
Yeah. I also think, like, too, after a while, that shit's got to alter something, and then you just develop a tolerance for it and either have to increase it, or you have to fucking come off of it, which I'm like, I don't know.
Which is hard.
Again, I don't think too hard about it, but I'm just like, I don't really understand, and this is just my crazy brain and thought process. I really don't understand the point of prescription medicines unless it's life-saving. Like, if you don't take this pill, your immune system's going to fail and you're going to die. I get why someone has a prescription for that. If you don't take this pill, your heart's going to explode because you have terrible blood pressure and diabetes. I get that. Like, that's medicines that are keeping you alive.
It's like brain stuff.
But I'm just like, I don't get like the person that's like, oh, I have to take this for my mood. I have to take this for my... And I'm like, maybe they're just wired fucked up. But it's like, how much of that is them... Like, do you think some of it could be like a fucking placebo effect?
Yeah, maybe. But also, like, think about people that like are on a medication. They're like, hey, look, we're going to give you this medication. And it's going to be for this reason. And then this medication is going to make your blood pressure go up. So then we're going to give you more medication to handle the blood pressure.
Fucking pyramid scheme.
Right. It is. And so...
It's a marketplace, bro. That's why it's the largest industry in the country. It's because it's like, yeah, you're going to need this.
They're lying to you.
To make your leg better. But then you're going to need this to make... It's going to alter your mood. This is going to make you feel better. But then you're going to need this because you're not going to be hungry anymore. So you're going to have to eat again. I really feel like instead of the first solution being like medicines, there should be like, you should try alternative shit like exercise or therapy or some kind of non-prescription attack.
Well, you're just going to have...
Before you just go like, oh, just give me something to make me feel better.
It's our healthcare system that is that way.
I know.
Because it's ran by the pharmaceutical companies, so they push it. Just like you know about all that opioid stuff that came out, like the Sackler family.
I just don't... I hate
and they were
all this,
like giving incentives to doctors to prescribe this stuff. And then when people were saying, hey, I'm addicted to this doctor, I need more. And then they were just like bashing them. Oh, you're just a drug addict.
It's all money. I get it. But I'm like, dude, I wonder also how many people... You know how like, oh, if you see it on TV, it must be good for you, right?
That's dead. That's dying.
Then how come every advertisement is on TV? Like,
it's dying, bro. I'm telling you.
Maybe it's dying between like a small population of people that think outside the box.
And that population is growing.
I think the major population. I don't think it's as big as you think, or I don't think it's growing as fast as you think it is. I think it's bigger than it was 20 years ago, for sure. Maybe he's doubled. I still think the majority of the population is like, well, it was on TV and she takes it.
Listen, I think that there is this push because the media is ran by certain people, and they always talk about narratives.
Yeah.
You know? I really do believe that there is one being pushed by whoever you want to call them.
Oh, yeah.
I just call them the media people.
Yeah.
The big wigs. I mean, the people that make all the decisions. You know?
That's good. Yeah.
They tell you what to think. They all make the same money. They all work on the same boards of the media companies and the pharmaceutical companies. And then they are like a part of ALEC. I think we've talked about ALEC. And so it's like government money going to these corporations and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And so they were like, that's like the woke, like, wake up, be free.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's a couple very key social issues that they say, if you're not this way, then you're a bigot. Right.
Yeah.
And then they say, so if you're not this way, because we're the woke side, we're the woke side, right? They say we're woke.
Fucking white supremacists.
They just say we're woke, right? That's going to change. That woke is a propaganda. The real woke is how everything is really happening.
Yeah.
You know, Nancy Pelosi's husband gets a little inside trading and
but all the real woke people are always looked at as like crazy fuck people.
Right, but that's going to change. I'm telling you, it's just like any kind of frequency. It balances back and it balances back and it balances this way.
But you can't have the whole country
this way.
You can't have the whole country being really awake either. I feel like if you're in the government, because you were like, yo, no one's going to fucking listen to nobody.
No, we're going to take away the power of the government.
You have to fucking censor
That's what we're
TV.
going to do.
You have to censor music. You have to censor shit. You have to make sure that they're not healthy, but they're not dying. So you feed them like kind of like shitty food.
Yeah, see.
To keep them on medicines, to keep the industry going, to keep the fucking population controlled. You know that's what it is. But when you say shit like that, people are like,
yeah,
you're fucking crazy.
Right.
You're
look, because people don't care. But when you get to the root of it, there are so many people out there that do care. And you find them in communities.
Fuck yeah.
And there are people that are doing such good things for their communities, and they just help, and they just help, and they just help. Right? That's that mindset of, hey, that's not the real woke. This is the real kind of wake up. Look at what they're doing. They've been doing it. They've taken all the power. Look at all the taxes. They have their hands in every single thing that you do. Because I guarantee you, if you put it on a ballot of like one random thing that you just didn't want the government to be able to manipulate with taxes, what is it? Because there's nothing. There's nothing on the list. What is the one thing? Do you want it to be beer? No taxes on beer. What's wrong with that? It'd save you money.
Yeah, I know.
Right? It saved these people that need the money, right? Just one simple thing. Oh, no taxes on fucking car tires. It's like simple like that to where you just realize, oh, they're just moving all the money around. See?
Cool. 44.
You know what I'm saying? So, get into the fucking government talk and the
universe. He said, yo, knock it off.
Shut that off.
Hey, man. He said, yeah, dude, there's so many real woke people in this country. They're going to change things. Shit.
No.
Go to a gas station at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. Ain't shit changing.
No. No, I'm going to say two things.
Because I want to tell you a story about what happened to me today. Okay.
Something happened to me today. It's crazy. Just like you're saying.
I haven't done one of those in a while.
Just like you're saying.
I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
So no matter how much I'm saying that, people are going to wake up. People are going to wake up.
Yes, I agree.
People are going to band together.
I agree.
I want to say, too, that this is not the platform to do it on YouTube.
No.
If you're watching this on YouTube, the only place to watch it.
Fuck YouTube.
Are we allowed to say that on YouTube? Let's see.
You can fucking wax your hairy ass on YouTube, full dick and balls out, but I can't be like, fuck them.
Yeah, informational.
But I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, go. People are waking up. This is not the platform I'm doing on. It's Rumble.
I think it is Rumble, apparently. And, dude, guess what? When people can say whatever they want, they're going to say crazy shit. Some of it's going to probably not be real.
Yeah.
And guess what? Figure it out.
I think you should be able to say whatever, and that way you go, dude.
That's crazy.
Look at this fucking idiot.
And if I do say, that's interesting, let me do my own research. Let me not just listen to one person.
Do you think the general population really has that in them?
There is a group of people that will, God, and I think, again, you have to help them, bring them together, make them think that way too, because I was walking today on the street, had to pump my bike tire up, so I had to walk my bike to the gas station to pump it up. And on the way there,
you go, sir.
No, and on the way there, I was walking my bike, and I could see up ahead there was a person, passed him eventually. It was a woman on the street. She was sitting there on like the sandbag of the edge of the construction site.
Oh, rather with new Raising Cane's. Yep.
And so she's sitting right there, and somebody had walked past them in like a construction vest.
Yep.
When I passed that person, they were like, smiled at me. I was like, hey, what's up? Kept walking, and there was another person behind this construction worker walking past the person sitting.
Okay.
And when they walked past the person sitting, well, how about before they walked past, I seen this chick being like,
her own hand?
just
moving like violently.
just like, fuck with me, like, just like, I was like, is she yelling at the damn construction guy that just walked past?
Okay.
Like, I was like, what the fuck?
She's going off on something.
Dude,
She's doing
like,
something.
Spitting on the ground, fucking, I was like, damn, she's mad.
She's hyped.
She's mad about something.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker, after the construction worker walked by, and I'm pretty sure this chick fucking spit on him. Just spit on a fucking stranger. And it was just like, yeah, fucking keep walking or some fucking, just crazy.
You okay?
Just fucking out of your mind.
Yes.
And I was like, yo, I thought in my head,
she's awake.
she's not awake. She's on drugs.
Oh, yeah, of course.
She's on bad drugs that manipulate your mind.
So what the fuck is that?
So I'm just saying, anyway, walking past this chick, she's like spitting on this one guy, and this guy like kind of like walks past, and I guess like before I get there, he's like a couple feet past her, like, did this chick just spit on me? And I think he was like, yo, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
And I think they kind of maybe said some words to each other, and she was like, fuck you, keep walking, you know, because she's just, I hate the world and everybody in it, maybe.
Okay.
Right? And I just kind of just said, a little bit out of spitting distance, just walked out into the street, went around her. I don't know if she said anything, I can't remember, like, I just was like, I'm not going to let you spit on me at least. Because I was vibing, dude.
That was the story?
That was it.
So you just pretty much saw a crazy person spit on a construction worker, and you were like, yeah, I'm going to take a couple feet out into the street, so I'm out of the spit zone.
I got out the spit zone. Yeah, but I was referencing her crazy ass.
What if she spit on you? What if she got up and like walked toward the curb and was like,
you lick
that's
it.
right, you stay out in the fucking street, pussy.
Spit right back. Just have a spitting contest.
You catch it with your mouth?
Yeah, that's what I said, but then that's like AIDS.
Yeah, you're like, oh, definitely.
HIV and AIDS.
Definitely
Hep C, Hep B, Hep A, one of those Heps.
Doctor's like, dude, you ever use like a needle after somebody? You're like, no, but I catch spits.
I caught a homeless person spit. Yeah, no, I was just like, what would you do?
You sleeping her?
You just, whoop. And nobody would do anything.
They'd be like,
nobody's calling the cops.
No.
You're walking. You continue to walk.
That's what I'm saying. You think everyone's so woke? Like, oh man, people are waking up, bro. I think so many people are just like, look the other way, not my problem, not my problem. I'm pretty sure you could have been like, if she spit on you, hypothetically, and you just fucking
decked her
and dropped her.
Nobody.
And then like, kept pushing her back. I feel like it'd be like, this podcast 2.0.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, to look the other way, people, like,
I
dude.
think that's the major population.
If you're look the other way.
Because I think, this is my point.
Okay.
I think that people know subconsciously that it's fucked. But I think, like, what is it? Fucking
hope.
Like, blind is bliss. Like, just, like, it's like, oh, I mean, nothing we can do. So you know what? Just fucking, I'm gonna act like nothing's
Keep on
wrong.
going.
Just, you know what I mean? Like, fucking ignorance is bliss. That's it. Just, it's alright.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe somebody sees me stick this chick, and someone's like, I'm pulling over this dude just beating the shit out of this chick. I'm gonna call the cops and be like, hey, Bob, you're on camera. I called the cops. I'm from Canada.
I don't know. I think motherfuckers are like, eh.
But then again, if you are I'm gonna look the other way person, and you're a Christian, in the eyes of the Lord, you're going to hell.
Yeah, no, I'm saying though,
So whatever your vices and your values, I think, like, dude. Even if your values are money, even if you're like, regardless of religion and moral values, I just flex on money, and I worship the money every day. I grind the bag, and I fucking I do it for my family. I say whatever reasons I say that I do it for, and I get the money. Even if you're like that. we can still be together and be like, yeah.
No, I know.
Those people in the government have their hands in your money. They're fucking 80 years old, and they're worth millions of dollars for doing what?
Yeah, but how
Do
much...
you even know what Nancy Pelosi does?
But how much time...
No, nobody does.
No, she's the fucking Speaker of the House or something.
That's what they say. What does that person do?
She speaks for the House.
Dude, nobody knows what she does. Yeah. Nobody knows what half of those fucking people do.
She's just a person who spent decades in politics, who eventually got themselves into a position that they have a lot of power over. They have the say of yay or nay.
And
the final say.
But see, and then that's where my opinion is.
This beer or is it this beer? And they're like, it's this one.
Yeah,
because
see,
I'm
my opinion is
under the table.
My opinion is that all those social issues that they make such a big deal into politics, like that's a distraction. That is a distraction.
100%, yes. Because
that is a distraction. It's like, don't you care about whether or not the second trimester? Don't you care about that?
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're like, yo, here's $100K. Make sure this fucking shit gets through. Because we're going to...
They just want you to be like, don't you care about the Pride Parade?
About this, but what I'm saying is, dude, how much time do you think the average person has a day to what?
To think about that.
Think about it, read about it, research, and try to change things. They don't.
They don't. The average person can literally eat steak and lobster and go to their job that they data entry, and then they come home and then they eat, and then they send their family to school, and then they don't have to be smart.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, bro.
We need to be smart as a majority human population.
I agree, but that takes a sacrifice from a major whole to fucking really
well,
overthrow. And I think people are more like, you know what? I think I would rather golf this weekend and watch Netflix.
Yeah,
sorry, brother.
This is my
I'm not saying that's what I'm doing. I mean, I have zero time to fucking... What? What am I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
At least this is my effort in like reaching out into the universe and being like,
we're talking about it and putting it out there. I get it. I agree. But and this could be the smallest little thing we do, and if that's that, that's that. But also, too, how much are you going to fucking spend the next day you have off researching what Nancy Pelosi really does and really talking about it and trying to like figure out a way to elect
making a YouTube video about it?
Are you?
Right, no.
No! You're going to go rock climbing.
Right.
Because you're like, bro, the maybe little bit of difference I can make would take so much fucking time and effort. I think the little time I have here, I would rather go do something I like really want to do instead of... I really think that's the mentality, bro. And I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying I really think
I agree that that's the mentality.
You only get a little bit, so why not enjoy it?
I agree that, and I agree that that's my mentality.
More and more goes on. It's just fucking the next generation.
So there's going to be a point where...
We're fucked now.
Right. There's going to be a point, just like in World War II, and they were like, hey, guess what? You're drafted. There's no question about it. If you run, we'll put you in prison.
Yeah.
You're like, well, might as well go maybe die. Because I'm going to just rot in prison, right? So might as well. I mean, it's like a sacrifice, right? It's a service. It's an honor.
But then when do you get to a point where your recruiting for your military, for your country is so low that you eventually have to start enforcing like mandatory shit again?
That would be wild if that happened here.
It's already like at record lows.
Of course it is.
They're like, yo, no one is joining
nationalism in this country is done for.
We have to protect this thing. We have to get people like, so what do you do?
We have to protect our values. We don't protect a flag. We don't protect a word or a name of this place that we live in. We protect each other. And we're like, I don't care what the fuck your skin looks like, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care that you're just barely learning English because I understand why you're here. You're here for the same reason that I'm here. I'm blessed to have been born here, but I understand that we are the people in the world that are going to lead with the moral values. We have, and we will continue to, unless some other value system that personally I don't agree with, militarily and physically takes over to where, guess what you're doing now? And if you don't do it, you're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
In whatever way that is.
I feel you, but like, what
There's
point
be a
do you
point.
have to get to where you have to start forcing people to do shit again? Like, if China's like, yo, we're going to invade your country next month and take it, and our military's so low, do we just be like, all right, well, I guess they're taking our country?
But see, and then again, if something happens like that, I do think that there is
I think motherfuckers will rise to the occasion.
They will rise up, dude. Because they're like, why would I want to go to work at Family Dollar again this morning?
When you get to that point, too, it's like also like, oh, isn't it kind of too fucking late?
What?
I said once you get to a point like that, isn't it kind of too fucking late?
That's what it's gonna get to. It always is gonna get there. It will get there.
It's gonna be like, oh, now we're fucked. So
you
now,
have
like,
to.
half these motherfucking males in this country need to join, or we're going to get taken by China. And it's kind of like, damn, dude, you wish there was, like, a better way to, like, prepare for those kind of things and provide people with, like just more of a, I guess, a stable work-life balance, but also being able to, I don't know, like, you just
Dude,
need...
the world economics
Yeah.
is the busted
Yeah.
joint. Because, like, dude, if we could literally say, hey, everybody, we don't care what you're doing. We don't care. Okay, let's just say that.
Okay.
We don't care. All these proxy wars, whatever you want to call them, all these, like, regime changes that we're like, hey, we're going to step in because there's some fucked up shit going on over here, right? We need to make sure this motherfucker doesn't do this anymore. We're going to change it up, get a new regime, put democracy there, right? Mm-hmm. That's what everybody hates about the U.S. They just step in.
I think we should really just
Right.
leave shit alone.
Guess what? Let's say we can leave everybody alone. We
really
can take
think we
care of
should leave
ourselves. What
everyone alone.
do we need? Oil. We need the electricity. What we do everything we need. We get rid of all of our imports. Let's just say you could do that.
Yeah.
To where literally we have the capability and the capacity to say, hey, if we didn't care, we don't have to.
Yeah.
Y'all can literally wage war. Just don't come over here. Continue to do whatever you're doing over there. Just don't come over here.
No,
But
I think that's how it should be.
Right, but then you have the United Nations and the people that come together like, hey, we had to make this place better.
It's all fucking backdoor
But it's a ploy.
handshakes.
But it's a ploy, right? It's a ploy.
Yeah, dude.
Right? So then you reset. And us, we say, guess what? Y'all figure it out. Because we're going to be here and we're going to be doing all right. Because if you come here, you're going to be welcomed. You're going to be kindly greeted.
Well, the people coming here right now are getting fucked.
Right, because
Those migrants up in New York are fucked.
people keep coming here illegally.
We let all them people
and
come
we
here.
let them come in, and we're like, we have to take care of these poor people.
And now we're like, hey,
and we can't.
We're like, hey, here's 30 days in a hotel room, but after that, you're homeless. Sorry. Bro, come on, man.
That's not
Think about
help.
how hard it
That's
is
not
right
help.
now, Justin, and we're in a way better position than they are. You really think if I took everything from you right now and just threw you on this in a hotel for 4 weeks and was like, just reset.
I could get a
blank
job
slate,
that could
you'd be able to support
afford
yourself in
rent?
4 weeks? No, it's impossible.
6 months.
Unless you hit some crazy fucking shit. But
6 months minimum. If
That's
you
what I'm
really
saying.
want to help, give them 6 months of, I'll take care of you for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then if you can't take care of yourself, we have to put you back where you came from.
But we don't do that.
But because we don't have the capabilities. We don't have the money. Right? We
Well,
don't have the
yeah.
resources. So then we have to say, sorry guys, we put the wall up.
I don't even think we need that. I just think we need more of like a stricter like guidelines and policies and procedures to fucking help people come to this country and have a chance to be successful. And if they don't, then I really think you have to, no matter what the fucking outside world thinks of it, be like, dude, we're shipping you back to fucking Puerto Rico.
We can't take
or
care of you.
wherever.
You have to understand. And then
I know, 'cause we can't even take care of the people that are
But
here.
again, think about an American, because I know you know people that would go to take their driver's test and fail it.
Yeah.
And then maybe they go again and they fail it again.
Yes.
And you're like, damn, I can't pass my driver's test. And some people are probably like, I don't need to drive. And they're
Yeah,
like, hey,
for
can
sure.
you come pick me up?
For sure.
Of course. Right. But then some people, even though it took them 5 or 6 times, they still got it. Right. That's the same situation. I think that you have to figure out how to take care of our economy and our money.
Yes.
And all of our hard work that we work hard every day.
Fuck yeah.
And we don't just want to work hard to be able to take care of ourselves. We want to be able to work hard to be able to take care of ourselves and our loved ones and our friends that we meet and our family that we say, hey, I know we've only known each other.
We just work hard to be able to provide the life that we want to live. That's that, whether it is family or travel or whatever.
But that's how it
is.
needs to be. That needs to be
Yeah.
implemented to be
Yeah.
like, hey, look, you have to be able to help people you love. You have to be able to do that. Not only are you like, hey, but look, what are you spending? I think it's like 40% of your income on the 3 basic needs now.
Yeah.
It's like transportation, food, and living.
Oh, it's insane.
That's it. And it's like
Yeah.
40%. When like in World War II, it was like what, 12%?
I don't know the exact numbers, of course.
something
but
like that.
It's low.
And it's
high
almost,
as
it's
fuck
doubled,
now.
not even tripled almost, maybe even tripled. And
I would say 80% of my monthly money is done
Yep.
every month. I have like 20% probably left over a month. And again, I ain't doing shit.
no,
I ain't doing shit.
I save a couple $100 a month.
I don't even save that.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even that.
Exactly.
And dude, I'm talking like seriously.
But see, I save that
And I'm
money.
not doing
I save it.
shit.
I put money in my savings account. But guess what I'm doing? Putting money on a credit card.
Yeah, so you're really not saving shit.
And when I need to pay the credit card, what do I do?
Take it out of there.
If I don't have it in my checking, what do I do?
Take it out of there. Yeah, you're not saving shit. That's what I'm saying. You're not.
Exactly.
No one's. We've hit a very like stale moment, like point.
Yeah. It's got to be fixed.
It's nothing. No one's like
growing.
And eventually, when you're like this for so long, it eventually is going to fucking start going down. You know,
but that's when it goes down, and guess what? Oh, you need to sell your property? Oh, we'll buy it.
Take it off your hands. Yeah, of course.
I'm not going to lie. Literally yesterday, I heard something, and I said, I want to know exactly how many companies BlackRock owns or has significant stake in. And when you look it up, it's actually mind-boggling. Companies.
I thought they
have billions.
Properties.
They have billions and billions of dollars of stake in all of the major companies that you can come up with. Apple, Google, Meta, X. It's just everything.
We have
Tesla.
Literally taken like all the money in this world, and it has not. We have taken it. It is being controlled by like a very if there's $100 in the world, 90 of it is controlled by 10 people, and then the other fucking 100 people have the $10 left over amongst them, which they fucking trade back and forth, which it just ends up just in the cycle of it. Just, it goes to this industry and then it leaves that one, and then it goes to this industry and it leaves that one. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's what they do. That's what they tried to do with the Maui fires. They said, "Oh, you need help and you need money. We'll buy your property."
Yeah. It's because once you have that kind of power, you can then,
especially
at
Hawaii,
any point in time,
Hawaii,
take advantage of any opportunity that comes up like that.
Beautiful.
Some people
beautiful
just can't
island.
buy a fucking $1.2 million property when it goes on to fire. But guess what? There are several people that are like, we'll scoop it.
You need
worth nothing
I know, and I know you need the money.
You know,
because you don't have the money to build.
You're going to need it, but then not only that, you're also the money it's going to cost to renovate it and get it back to being
You have to rebuild a house
proper. You have to fucking do a lot more to the land,
especially
and all
in
that.
Hawaii. The living expense, you don't have that. No, none of the locals have that money.
Yeah, that place is just officially going to be owned by a small percentage of people, and it's only going to be for people.
Resorts.
Oh, I think it's just going to be a private place for wealthy people.
It's like
no one can go there unless you make fucking this much money. Like, I just think it's going to be, it's called Price Out of Paradise.
I think it's going to be called Beffrey Lefstein's Island.
I just think it's going to be a place where like you cannot visit unless you fucking have like a rich, you know what I'm saying? Super luxurious place. It's like, it's $100,000 a night to stay here.
You're right. And that's when going around this weekend in the middle of nowhere and being like, there's beautiful land.
There's so much beautiful land.
And I was like, I would love to be out here. But guess what's out there?
Nothing.
That's
the thing. Maybe we have to, as like a general population, go to the land that's uncharted again. Like
and be like, hey, guess what? We have to do. We have to leave these cities.
All these corporations,
leave these cities.
They own the coast.
Leave the cities.
They own the coast. They own it. They're buying everything and doing everything. That's why there's all the jobs, because they need people to do that shit. They own all this shit. That's why real estate on the coast, dude,
expensive.
A fucking house, an average house is like $400,000 in Central Virginia.
Oh, and it's doubled. It was $200,000 in 2020.
What I'm saying. Yes. Dude, you could go out to fucking literally Iowa and probably buy a house for fucking $110,000 in the middle of nowhere.
But what's out there? I have to go to the grocery store and that's it.
Dude, that's the thing. Mass exodus to those places and fucking rebuild.
Well,
but don't let companies come in and buy the shit once you build it up to something. Build a fucking town.
And keep it.
Make a grocery store. Make a fucking barbershop. Make a drugstore. Make a fucking post office. All that shit that you need to survive. But don't let Walmart buy the fucking land. But that's the thing.
Once we get it up, we're like, we worked hard.
And you own that grocery store, fucking Zach's grocery store, that's cost you $1 million to build and produce over the last 10 years. And
we worked hard for it.
I'll give you $50 million for it.
And you're like, I'm going to cash out.
And I'm leaving. And that's what happened.
That's that evil money.
That's what happened. They fucking bought everything up in these places.
And if you go somewhere else, they're going to do it again.
They're going to do it again
unless
once you build it up.
we change laws. It has to be laws. And it has to be done on a political, economic level. We have to change laws.
Yeah.
You're going to have someone come in and do this.
Every time they're going to try to buy shit up.
You're going to have a candidate that knows the right things to say and knows the right things to do for the American people. They're not going to do it for themselves.
Fucking right in the pussy.
They're not going to do it for their I was the 51st president or I was the 49th president or whatever the president. I'm not going to do it for being that. They're going to do it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen. And that's me being hopeful. I think it's going to happen again because the people will stand behind them. And a lot of people, like you said, they go like this.
Yeah.
But then when it gets down to it, they don't go like this.
Yeah.
They look ahead on and they're like, this is the best choice.
I think to play ball though in those positions, you can't be.
It's going to be evident.
People.
No, it's going to be evident.
All
the for the people bullshit is it's already bullshit up there. You're going to have someone come in and you're there. Look at the cities. Look at the cities that they've taken care of. Look at what happens to them.
Yeah, they're dog shit. I know, but dude, I'm telling you, like in that fucking world, in that politic, in that fucking world that you have to take the steps to get to that point, you cannot just be a random motherfucker.
Yeah, you gotta be sucking.
You gotta play game. You gotta play ball, bro.
You gotta be kissing and sucking.
You think you're gonna be drafted first all in the NFL and you've never fucking played ball?
Right.
Like, no, you played the game, the system, and you got to the point. Like, I don't know if there is truly a way to infiltrate and get to the top in the fucking political world for the good of the people without becoming corrupted. Again, and I'm not fucking smart.
Right, just because of the level.
It's just because it's like,
it's
bro,
that high.
You can't get to level 100 if you ain't sucking at level 10, doggy.
Right, yeah. You have to have hundreds of millions of dollars.
And not even just the money thing. I think you really have to be like, all right, I'll sign it because I need you to fucking get me to the next promotion. And all I'm going to do that is to get... It's corrupted. It's fucked. It's obvious. It's apparent. And it's going to take some kind of a drastic thing, like China invading this country or trying to... Something wild has to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen. I'm not like saying that, but I think it's going to take something to rattle the country like 9/11 did to bring the fucking people together to be like, you know what, motherfuckers?
About stupid shit.
We don't give a fuck about bathrooms. We give a fuck about this country
about
and
being
these
able to
people,
fucking eat and live with my
family. And we're going to
family.
stand up for each other and get back after it.
Yeah.
It's going to take something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And that sucks, and it's
really
unfortunate that it does take something like that to really open people's eyes, but it's going to take a crazy natural disaster or some kind of a war or some kind of a fucking global... I mean, you thought the pandemic may have done that, but I think that separated us the most because we isolated. It didn't bring us together. It fucking drew us... And I don't want to do pandemic talk.
Right.
But that really made everyone be like, you stay the fuck away from me. That's a big reason why, too, we're in this position. That shit really, I think...
Start hugging people
the playing field was kind of like... It was going back and forth, but I think that shit really shifted the power, like, in this country to the other side quick. Because they got us. People. They got us.
Hugs are real. Hugs actually make you be like, yo, this is a person. I, like, hug my mother. I hug my grandparents and my loved ones. Like, when you hug people and, like, strangers or, like, hugger people, those people do stand out in that way.
Well, it's a physical touch is a very...
It's scientific.
Intimate bond.
It's scientific.
Even
a 20-second hug.
Friend.
A 20-second hug. It's 20 seconds. Makes you actually feel loved.
And if you rub the front of their... and if you
For
rub
longer than 20 seconds.
A
little bit longer.
The front of their fucking lower torso. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, you don't forget people like that. Speaking of fucking forgetting people, if you think you're forgetting people, time, memories, places, and your brain's not as sharp as it used to be...
Zanzan?
You need to get on fucking Zanzan.
No, what is it? It's not Zanzan.
Zanzol.
It's Zyzan.
Zyzan.
That's what it is.
This week's sponsor is Zyzan.
Yep, sponsored by Zyzan.
Our brains are pretty mush and pretty fried.
Yeah.
And I know with older age, even though we're not that old, sometimes thinking of words during these conversations and thinking of stories and trying to, like, remember things can be a little foggy and cloudy.
Recall will get harder with time.
It does, for sure. But with Zyzans, it doesn't have to be as hard. And it's been shown in fucking studies amongst people, and you know, like,
and I'll be honest, monkeys too. I think they did tests on monkeys.
Oh, this is animal tested, so Peter, you can fuck off.
Yeah,
but this definitely has been done in studies, and the groups that took the placebo sugar pill versus the groups that took the Zyzans, the people that took the Zyzans were having a 60 to 70% better recall on the things that they were told during this study.
Yeah,
it works. It's been tested. It's been proven on multiple animals and people. So if you want to fucking recall things, remember things, and just be sharper in your day-to-day activities, whether it's your job, your hobbies, your family, your gaming, your fapping, whatever it may be.
When you get older, you have to be more focused on it.
You have to start taking care of your mind and body. And in order to do that, you need this Zizans. It's going to change your day-to-day, and after you get on it, you're going to realize, man, this is the fucking best thing I've ever done.
I'm going to tell all my friends about Zizans. I'm going to get them to be on it, too. I'm going to tell all my friends,
and I'm going to actually smile when I push my kids in the swing.
Yeah.
So, because I'll be able to remember this in 20 years when I'm fucking 50.
Yeah.
So, head on over to Zizans.com or consult with your local doctor about this prescription. They're going to give it to you because they're trying to make more money. Get your prescription. Make sure you mention Ultra Wisdom Podcast. They're the ones that sent you to get the little scrippy.
We get the incentive money, too.
We get the money off that, too. We definitely shook
not like
hands
the pharmaceutical
behind
companies.
doors with fucking doctors and corporate bigwigs.
We're not like them, though.
We're trying to grow this thing. We need a new camera. We're definitely selling fucking prescription ads.
Yeah, Zizans.
So, dude, Zizans. Take it. We take it. You heard this podcast. We're a lot sharper. We're a lot brighter.
Let's go.
Zizans.com. Consult with your doctor. Promo code ULTRA. Get your first prescription and 50% off your second bottle. Zizans.com. Love you, brother.
Next week.
Big Pharma.